across the stripe to get their final underway. It's Casper McAllister in the inside who's going to look to take the lead immediately, which he does. So away from Elijah West, who's going to follow him through the S's for the first time and down to the hairpin.
Is West going to try a dive early on? Go on, Elijah. Give him heck.
Casper McAllister going defensive though immediately. I haven't seen that today.
Well, I think there's a case where they've kind of. I think what I have seen I've only watched obviously the last two heats. I think they are the two meetings. Obviously, you've seen all three meetings between us. I think that the McAllister advantage has been eroded slightly by the improvement in everybody else. I don't think he's got any slower, and I think they're not just taking it anymore. And look, West now is trying an outside move. So I wouldn't be at all surprised by the time we get to round 5 or round 6, this Casper McAllister domination just drops off because of not because of anything other than it's the improvement of the competition. So West into the hairpin now, looking to get past McAllister. McAllister so far hasn't broken them. The only problem is, in that statement, Gaz, is that McAllister is incredibly intelligent and seems to have an extra gear most of the time.
Yeah, he certainly picks his battles well, doesn't he? And knows when he needs to fight and when he doesn't need to. He's just for such a young age, he's shown some real racecraft, isn't he? And real intelligent driving. Yeah,
that's the thing you tend not to have when you're younger, is intelligent driving. West looking up the inside, may actually make it. It holds back and goes through. Yep, gets in. McAllister going to lose 2 places. The 15 of Manzi, who haven't we seen all weekend, is in third. So well done to Elijah, just upsetting the form book, just trying to prove the commentators wrong, which is as good a reason to win as any.
And as you say as well, it's nice to see there's a bit more fight in and amongst the front runners taking it to Casper McAllister, because you say, you've got a great yardstick to take a few ideas and learn from. So as you say, again, hopefully come the end of the season, this will be a lot more almost like a Moto3 race in some ways, which is nose to tail constantly, which is what you really want to see from such a young group of drivers.
Yeah, when you've got youngsters, the one thing about youngsters is they mature in every way at different speeds. And they're different ages. You've got a group, I don't think anyone's 13 in this race. I think you've got sort of mostly 10, 11 and 12-year-olds. And, they're going to learn at different paces. And it's obvious that the pack has learnt to get a bit closer to McAllister. I still think he's going to win this race, because I think he's got a little bit of talent to spare. But that gap is easing down every single time these guys get out on track. And don't forget, unlike the other classes, they're always with each other, because there isn't quite a full grid yet. They're always with each other. They're learning, and it's great to have someone who's super quick, because as you say, you learn. There he goes, back up the inside. He let Elijah have a lap in the lead. But what I'm liking here is Ethan Manzi. You've not seen Manzi do anything, at the front, but he's sitting there learning in third place, getting some good mileage, following guys who are a little bit quicker than him, dragging him along, and then he'll learn that a little bit quicker, and he'll become a little bit quicker.
And all the while he's doing that, it builds his confidence and where he can break that little bit later. How much speed can he carry through the next corner? Can I just send it down the inside and it will work? Because sometimes it is a bit about bravery, isn't it? And overstepping that mental block that you can have. Can I brake a bit harder than the next guy? Can I get it stopped? As Elijah West looks to go around the outside.
West is taking absolutely no prisons in this one. As far as he's concerned, he's fed up with us going on about Casper McAllister. By us, I also include Joe Bradley. And he wants us to stop going on about it and start talking about Elijah West instead, and in the Sushi Racing team. But McAllister running some good lines. But look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them now. The race is now in 2 halves of 6. And this first 6 is being led by McAllister. And I was wondering whether he's looking at whether we'll suddenly see him burst of pace, because they're all hanging on. So that's West, Manzi, Lilly, Ormanshaw and Tyler Banks. I think Tyler Banks in the last heat was able to hang on to the back of him as well. I'm not sure, is the slipstream particularly strong in Intermax? Is it worth a few tenths more than other classes, so it's hard to break? I don't know.
Well, they get up to speeds around 55 mile an hour, don't they? So there will be an element of slipstream, maybe not as strong as other circuits we'll visit during the year.
No.
But certainly an advantage to be had following closely. Just looking at this leading group though.
McAllister has a bit of daylight for the first time.
Yeah, they're just wondering, because we've said it before, haven't we, about how you can set your kart up and how you run your tyre pressures. There's a very late move there by the 20 of Matthew Lilly, dives through and immediately loses the place straight away. But bravery at its best, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
But as Casper McAllister got his tyre pressure set in such a way where come the last kind of 7 minutes of this heat, his tyres will be on song and he'll start to pull away.
The man in 5th is the fastest lap. That's Finlay Ormanshaw. He actually has the fastest lap at 36.9 to just shy of 37. McAllister and West are there or thereabouts. He was about 600th faster last time. This time it's going to be the other way around again as West looks to make another move into Billy's blind. Not sure if that's going to come off. And he thinks about it and it does come off.
Down the inside this time for Elijah West.
I'm not sure that McAllister wasn't really looking to defend at this point. He knows there's more than half the race to go.
Yeah, he's been looking at that board every time he rolls under the start line. Timing tower above the start-finish straight, so the drivers know how long is left of these heats and any warnings or flags they need to attend to on the circuit.
Behind these two, you've got Ethan Manzi and Matthew Lilly. And so we have definitely got a train of 4 now, led by Elijah West. McAllister, is he going to let him have more than one lap in the lead as he now looks to go up the inside of Billy's blind? The answer is no.
I think he scared him out of that one, didn't he?
I think West wanted to turn in and could hear or see what McAllister was doing. And again, the youngest age group showing some of the older people how to race, to be honest.
Again, isn't it? We've seen this a couple of times this season where Intermax have given us some really good, clean racing throughout the field. Always pleasant to see, especially when they're being so young as well, that they've got that little bit of extra racecraft in their back pocket.
We've had 4 changes to the lead so far. They've both been, well, Casper's been in the lead 3 times and Elijah twice. So interesting now, Casper, as he pulled the pin, he's just egging it out. Still not the fastest lap. That was a 37.2. I'm not sure where the bit pace has gone. West, though, used the advantage of that slipstream to pull back those couple of tenths, and now he's going to do it again, coming into the hairpin. Still 6 from 6. Really interesting. Oh, and there's a change for 5th and 6th there as Banks gets up the inside of Ormishaw. Top 2, can't really take your eyes off this one, to be honest, because it's really, really interesting. 3rd and 4th are a little bit tighter, though. And having that scrap 3rd and 4th, Manzi and Lilly, they on screen now, they've actually dropped a few kart lengths further back from the first 2, as you can see as they come round top bend. Coming over the straight now. Manzi from Lilly, and it's Banks now in 5th. Fastest lap of the race for both, but not the fastest lap overall, for both our top 2. Slightly faster for Elijah West, but I don't know, I'm just thinking now, and this could me be just trying to self-prophesize what I said beforehand. I think McAllister's pulling the pin. He's just, certainly what's happened is it's meant the first 2 have broken away from 3rd. So Manzi now is just looking like McAllister has decided right now, everything's come in, I'm up to temperature, I've had a bit of fun with everybody else, let's see what I can do speed-wise. And he crosses the line 2 tenths faster than West.
But they have, and more importantly, they have broken, haven't they, the slipstream or the toe back to 3rd position of Ethan Manzi. There's certainly a gap now opened up by these top 2.
But West is not letting himself be dropped at all. So Ethan West is going to be sitting around going, this is what I should have done for the last 3 meetings of the season. He's now, that gap which was opening up has gone. And right on his tail of McAllister is Elijah West. Manzi, again, this half second back, I can't think he's going to get any aero effect from there. But West enjoying a bit of slipstream with his gold helmet. Bronzy gold helmet. He's going to look up. Not interestingly there. McAllister was slightly defensive, went slightly wide on the exit, and now side by side through into the lead goes West again. Side by side through the S's, and well, great move. But that was all because McAllister went defensive and he went wrong.
It did, and that's the first mistake I think we've seen from Casper McAllister. It shows that he's not completely infallible. Great move though by Elijah West to nip through at the first part of the S's, and great racing respect given by Casper McAllister to not end that in the tyre wall. Manzi's
caught back up to them again. Now we now have group of 3, group of 6. So Manzi can make the gap back up again if the other 2 slow each other up. So McAllister now has to get past West again for the 4th time. So West really putting in a good performance here, and it's going to be an overtake into the hairpin. McAllister's not staying behind very late at the time. Will the over and under work? Can he get back up on it? Nope. Beautiful move by McAllister in the hairpin there. Lovely kart position to prevent that chance of an over and under from Elijah West.
Yeah, great bit of defensive drive, and executed that brilliantly. Held the kart shallow, didn't he, for the horseshoe to stop any kind of re-overtake by Elijah West as they come across the stripe one more time.
I think that West is going to look going into Billy's blind. He's got the outside line this time, and he's going to cut back. But this time there was enough front end on McAllister's kart to stop that second apex drifting away from him. But look who's 3rd, and look how close he is. It's Manzi, who's just suddenly found this amazing ability to keep up with these 2, and he's got the chance. He can pick up pieces, but can he make his own move as West looks left and looks right and tries to see if there's anything he can do with McAllister as they go through the horseshoe.
He's got the best seat in the house, hasn't he, Ethan Manzi, to watch these 2 duke it out at the front of this race. Elijah West again as they filter through. Will Elijah look to make a move into turn 1? He's thinking about it.
I'm not sure.
Is Casper going to go defensive? Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's looking for what hasn't happened is that McAllister then made a mistake three or four times ago where he went wide, but this time he's worked out how to keep the nose in tight. And I think this is why West, and it's interesting that McAllister now is defending the hairpin. McAllister has worked out that that's perhaps now where he's vulnerable, and he's defending the hairpin. Oh no, he's vulnerable here because he's made a mistake on the way out, and West gets back up the inside. Now, McAllister's gone really wide. Is he going to drop to third? He's got to fight it out with Manzi side by side through top bend. I think possibly McAllister's just going to hold it, and that's a second mistake we've seen from McAllister. And West now leads with 1 minute and 22 seconds to go, and McAllister's got it all to do.
Yeah, it was a great bit of driving, wasn't it, by Elijah West to capitalise on that into the horseshoe. Whatever reason, Casper was slow, wasn't he, coming out of the hairpin, but that's given Elijah West a bit of breathing room while Manzi and McAllister sorted themselves out of top bend as they go around the hairpin back into where it happened and all unfolded last time round. Elijah West just about hanging on. Great bit of racing now, wasn't it? Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, this is now turned up for the book, and it's a chance must look a bit silly because also it now means McAllister's got, I think, 2 more laps. Three. They've got 3 laps. They'll get 3 more laps. They cross the line. McAllister went over that line 3 tenths behind. He's got to get onto the back of West. He's got to get past West, and he's got 3 laps to do it. Already now 2.5 as they go up to the hairpin. Now this is where he's been really pushing these moves into the hairpin. This far is too far behind. He's attempting to re-get. He's broken Manzi. The next 3, 4, 5, 6 in the background, they're closing up. But it's really all about the lead. Oh, it's got a bit too wide. Oh, West has been tapped. West was just slightly tapped there by McAllister, but he's not giving up, and McAllister's gone too wide as well. This is fantastic battling all the way through the field, and he just went too wide but got away with it.
Yeah, brilliant bit of duking that one out, wasn't there?
Oh, super defensive this time. Is it going to work? Manzi's got a real chance of winning this as the other 3 join in this battle, and they've gone over with 9 seconds to go, so they've still got this lap and 1 more. West horrendously defensive going into the hairpin. McAllister powering out. Can he get round the outside?
I was going to say, will that cost him? It hasn't, but that's what happened to Casper McAllister a couple of laps ago, taking the defensive line in. It's worked this time for Elijah West as he's going to lead him round to start what will be the final lap. And
what's also happened is Matthew Lilly has got through into 3rd place. No, he's not. His last lap, you've got 1 lap to go. He celebrated too early. He was celebrating a lap too early. Oh no, West was celebrating the victory a lap too early. He lost his concentration. They're side by side going through the S's. Oh, it's bumping and boring. McAllister goes across he drops back to 5th. This is going to be all through the steward's room. But West celebrated too early.
Yeah, he did an Elisha Spargo there, didn't he? And called that one a bit early, but he's held on to the lead somehow. Not quite sure what the stewards will make of the
whole thing,
the chicane.
Crossing the line, McAllister was the big loser of that over the chicane. They were duking it out side by side, but this time he has actually won it. Well done, Elijah. So West wins it. McAllister's second, and then he got Ethan Manzi got back at. So Matthew Lilly second. Ethan Manzi got third. Casper McAllister scored 4th, and he won't do any better than 3rd because that's what happens in the world. Interesting stuff. I don't know if we've got replays of any of that, have we? Oh, let's have a look. So this is. Oh, yeah, the bottom corner. See, this is when he was holding on after he celebrated too early. They've come together once, they've come together twice, and they just eased off. And that's a rough ride for McAllister. But I'll tell you what, you don't mess with Elijah West, do you?
Not
you
today,
do not mess with Elijah West.